The dissent, my lord, at page 431. And if your lordship may see the opening paragraph by my lord, Mr. Justice Syed Mansoor Ali Shah, I raised the following question during the hearing of this case on 18th August. Whether this bench should continue hearing this case or should this case be adjourned till the court first decides the constitutionality of the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2023, or in the alternate, should a full court hear this case pending decision on constitutionality of this court. Then his lordship gives the reasons what transpired that day. Paragraph 5, his lordship refers to my submission. The Learned Counsel for the Federation has argued in favor of adjourning the hearing of the present case till decision on the constitutionality of the Act, or in the alternate, constituting a full court bench to hear it, mostly for the same reasons as recorded in my last order and reiterated above, and no satisfactory answer has been put forth by the Learned Counsel for the petitioner to the proposition recorded therein, that if ultimately the court upholds the constitutional validity of the Act, any decision given in the present case by this bench, which is not constituted as per the procedure prescribed in the Act, and of the strength of judges required under the Act, may arguably be quorum non juris and thus a nullity in the eye of law. The order of my learned brothers I submit most respectfully does not address this concern either. Even they note in their order that it would clearly be presumptuous of us to assume the outcome of the above issue. The decision of the constitutional validity of the Act is an equally possible decision with that of its constitutional invalidity. It is not a presumption or speculation. No one can be sure of either of the decisions before pronouncement of the same by the bench concerned. Further, it is not the matter of compliance or non-compliance of the interim order passed by the 8-member bench, which is only of temporary nature. The real concern is the effect of the possible final outcome of the constitutional validity of the Act on the present proceedings and any decision given therein.
Followed. So any departure that was required to be made had to be heard by a larger bench.
My lord,
so that is...
May I respectfully am very grateful for that observation. I had spent an entire day arguing Manzoor Ilahi and arguing on the basis of Benazir Bhutto and pointing out that there was a petition pending under Article 199 of the Constitution before the Islamabad High Court, and in view of the pendency of that petition and in view of these two judgments,
you see, regardless of that, Makhdoom Saab, with great respect, the larger bench judgment is binding even on this bench, because that's an 11-member bench.
Yes, my lord.
And Manzoor Ilahi's case has been reaffirmed by them.
Yes,
and that is the law.
Yes,
and that law is again and again ignored.
Yes,
and that was also ignored in the election matter, to which the majority has made a reference.
My lord, yes.
So that could not have been overruled, and till that is not overruled, 184(3) petitions are not maintainable if matters are pending before the High Courts.
My lord, even before the Practice and Procedure Act was enacted, that was a submission made by me before the Honorable 3-member bench of this Honorable Court, and that was my next point, which your Lordships has encapsulated far better than I could.
Arguments, we will hear you later. This is your main arguments.
My lord, that's my second argument after the Practice and Procedure Act. The second argument...
What is the first?
My lord, the first was that in view...
What is the first proposition?
The first proposition is that in view of the provisions of the Practice and Procedure Act 2023, the proceedings before this Honorable Court's 3-member bench had become quorum non juris, and the matter should have been referred to a committee.
No. So are you saying this judgment is a nullity in law?
That's what I am submitting, my lord.
What do you say about when the Practice and Procedure Act was suspended? It was not in field.
My lord, your lordships knows it better than me that an order of stay operates inter partes. It operated between them, and my lord, Mr. Justice Syed Mansoor Ali Shah refers to my submission and encapsulates this very well. that if tomorrow this Practice and Procedure Act will be upheld, the stay order will be vacated. And for that period,
So you were prescient or was Justice Shah prescient?
my lord, this
Or
is-
both of you?
the members of this honorable bench are always prescient.
Makhdoom Saab, speaking for myself, the petition was not maintainable in the light of the law laid down by the Benazir Bhutto's case.
My lord, and that was my submission even prior to the 2023 Act, because the Act came in between. And
चलिए
that's
ये
my-
एक proposition हो गया, अगला
Sir,
proposition
अगला
क्या है?
proposition ये है कि on the same issue, a constitution petition under Article 199 of the Constitution, being petition number 2557 of 2022, challenging the vires of the law, was pending before the Islamabad.
So I'm just thinking aloud, don't read too much into my observations. It could be that a petition comes here and someone just to stop that files a petition in the High Court. Okay, it could be completely mala fide. Okay, how would we know it? We can't know mala fides and bona fides, and that will happen. So should that not be a matter of case-to-case basis just because a petition has been filed? Or, for instance, some things are time-related. Like, you know, it's very important something happens and a party is not interested in adhering to a certain time. Let's take elections, for instance. So they file a petition, one in Baluchistan, one in Sindh, वगैरह, and someone files who's actually interested in elections in the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court should say, hang on, let's wait those. But they will effectively get the relief what they wanted, delay. So should it be binding on us to that extent, or we have to actually consider the merits of each case, whether in this matter, we should await the decision of the High Court? No, the heavens won't fall. We can easily await it. In some other matter, no, we must proceed immediately and decide it.
My lord-
Or is there a hard and fast rule we have to follow?
No, my lord, even in Benazir Bhutto's case,
We want to hear your view.
No, may I just point out what this honorable court has observed? In Benazir Bhutto's case, their lordships described the principles in Manzoor Ilahi as the salutary principle, but in the facts and circumstances of the case, did not follow that route, did not pursue the route. They created a distinction. So what your lordship is observing, your lordship will look at the facts of the case, but over here, it was not a case where to divert the proceedings from this honorable court to the Islamabad High Court, this petition was filed. The Islamabad petition had predated this. That petition was filed by the Islamabad High Court Bar Association. It was not filed by any surrogate petitioner, and it was pending the hearing, and that objection was raised at the very first stage before this honorable court.